Hello everyone. Coming back today for how to make up some chicken drumsticks. I took a pack of 6 drumsticks with the skin on, pulled the skin off myself, that way I can render the fat out later. Got to use as much as possible, that way there's as little waste as possible. And I got the seasonings in front of me. That's going to be soy sauce, vegetable oil, garlic powder, and a little bit of ginger in the corner. Well, not in the corner. And what we're going to do is we're going to put those together on top of the chicken, mix them here in this bowl, sprinkle it on. We're going to use probably what ends up to about 2 teaspoons, I'd say. I'm going to put it on first and then mix it up afterwards. Got to have a light hand with the garlic, so easy as you does it. That's looking at about, I'd say a teaspoon at the most. There we go. Sprinkle around. And you know, looking back at that garlic, it's more like a tablespoon. You can be liberal with the garlic. The flavor soaks right in. That's the nature of the rubs that I make. They're not exact in nature. They're as much flavor or as much, shine as you want to give to each one of them. You can adjust them. Pour a little bit of oil over this. We're just going to put enough oil for it to coat around the chicken. That way it doesn't stick too much when it's baking in the oven. And then lastly, we're going to put a bit of soy sauce inside of this mixture, because by using soy sauce, it pretty much takes away the need to use salt. And soy sauce is a little bit higher on the scale of things that are good for you instead of just salt. So we're going to take that and mix it up. And here we go to mix it up. Going to turn it around a few times, get everything mixed into itself, get that stuff off the bottom. And then when it's mixed up, we are going to put it in an oven for 425 degrees. And we're going to do that for the first 10 minutes. That way the skin gets nice and seared. And as you can see, it's picking up the color of a soy a little bit. If you can do it, you want to get it so that the legs are pretty much in the depth of the soy right there. You can have them stick out a little bit, if that helps, to get all the soy sauce shared around. And then twirl them. Just like that, because by twirling them, you'll get it dipped inside of the sauce at the bottom, and those legs at the skinny end are bound to get nice and flavorful. So as long as you got this side set up, you are good to go. This last leg here, and then once those are coated, we're going to give it about 10 minutes, and then we're going to put it into the pan and put it in the oven. And now we're back. I've laid out the chicken pieces inside of the baking dish, and what we've got there is I've laid them each side off of the other alternate. That way when it cooks, the juice is released from both ends. Also, the heat is more evenly distributed along the chicken, so it all cooks at about the same rate. And here we go. We're going to put it into a nice hot oven, and this is cold, so there's no need to grab a pan holder yet, but safety first on that one. We're going to put it in. Center shelf is usually best on this one, and we're going to put it right in the middle there. That way it's in the center of all the heat. We're going to close it back up, and we are going to let it sear at 425 degrees for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn it down to 325 degrees and let it bake a little bit slower. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Alright everybody, our timer has gone off. 10 minutes has passed, and we are going to lower that oven down to 325. There we go. Let that one sit for about 20-25 minutes. Let it cook nice and slow. Actually, we're going to put it even a little in between, because we don't mind that it cooks slow. Slow cooking is where the flavor forms. Now we'll check back in about 25 minutes and see how that chicken's looking. Alright folks, the timer has just a little bit under 2 minutes on it, and this is where the magic happens. This is where we shut the stove off early, and we just let the carryover cooking do its job. That's about 2 minutes there, and then we'll give it another 5 to maybe 10 minutes to rest. That way the meat absorbs the juices back, and we'll pull that chicken out of the oven. Alright, here we've got the chicken legs, We are about ready to pull them out. They are nice and lovely. Look at that, all juicy cooked with a nice glaze on them. Gonna pull them out, let them sit a few minutes, mix them up. Look at that, no sticking. Mix it up, look at that, no sticking. Gonna let them sit a few minutes like that. Save my juices and enjoy. And then it'll be time to dine.